talk with Canelo as he's wrapping his hands with his esteemed trainer, the great Eddie Reynoso, a man who has been the trainer of the year on a couple of occasions. So as you're getting ready for this fight, training here at altitude in the mountains, why did you decide to change up the location of your training camp?
Because my last fight, I trained the last month in Guadalajara, and I feel good. My body feels good in the altitude. That's why Eddie chose have the idea to come and train here in the altitude.
Now, in your opinion, you could have obviously picked anybody in the world to fight because everybody wants to fight you. Why Jermell Charlo?
I think it's the perfect fight right now. He's in the spirit, in his weight class, and I'm in the spirit. And he's calling me out for a long time. So, and I hear he's talking a lot of things. Yeah, and I never forget. No, he say Canelo going down, and Canelo can do this, can do that. He never believed in my skills. But I guess what? He's gonna find out soon. So I'm very excited for this fight because he and his brother never believe in my skills, and that's one of the things motivate me for this fight, and I'm very excited because he's almost here.
This is a fight that you mentioned about how this has gone back quite a while. There was talks about you guys fighting in 2014, 9 years ago. So you remember all that stuff in terms of what was being said and the dialogue that was transpiring.
Yeah, I never say anything, but I never forget. I always see everything, and I never forget. And I know he and his brother always talk about me. They never believe in my skills and never believe in what I can do in the ring. But I like that because this kind of fights motivate myself. So that's why I'm very excited for this fight.
You mentioned the fact that you believe and you are very happy to be back with Premier Boxing Champions here on Showtime. You stated that Premier Boxing Champions right now is the best boxing platform in the world here on Showtime as well. How glad are you to be back with Premier Boxing Champions?
No, I'm glad to be back with PBC and work with them, with Al Hyman and everybody involved, because the best need to be with the best. So that's why I believe we are the best right now.
Is that why you have this sense of, I feel like you're re-energized, in terms of fighting some of the world's best? Jermell Charlo, undisputed at 154, big, strong kid. Do you feel an extra sense of motivation being back here with PBC and fighting the guys that you're going to fight?
Yeah, I'm motivated. I'm very excited because, I'm fighting the best always, not just this time, but I always make the best fights out there. And like I say, I'm motivated to be back with PBC, and I'm motivated to be involved in this fight because this fight is talking about for a long time, and I'm excited to show them my skills, my real skills, and because they never believe in my skills, and now they're gonna feel my skills.
Now, you have been known as the world's best pound-for-pound fighter, and you've held that distinction, several times during the course of your career. Now people are talking about, Terence Crawford being number one. How much do you want to go out and have a defining performance to say, listen, I'm still the number one pound-for-pound fighter in the world?
Look, I always believe I'm not number one, always, my whole career, because you need to believe in yourself, and I believe I'm the number one. But like I said before, I think it's disrespect for all their fighters put just one number one, because it's a couple guys there who deserve to be in the top two.
Well, now as we look at, you're 33 years of age. You've been fighting since you were 16, 17 years in the sport. Have you thought about how much time you have left, or are you taking it by a fight-by-fight basis? I know that this is a part of fight number one of a 3-fight deal with Premier Boxing Champions. Has that entered your mind? I know you got a great golf game, and it looks like you might be headed down that route at some point in your life.
I still feel young, fresh, and I think I never think about the end of my career. I just train and fight every year, and we'll see in the future. But I still young. I feel great. I feel strong, and I feel in my best.
Now, in terms of as you look forward to September 30th, I know that you love the fans, especially the Mexican fight fans. How much do they motivate you? Do they energize you? Do they fuel you to continue to go out and perform at this high level?
Oh no, I feel proud about Mexico. I feel proud about my fans. I feel proud about represent Mexico because I feel proud about my country, and I feel proud to represent my fans all around the world too. But I just feel amazing when I walk into the arena and see every Mexican with a lot of flags, Mexican flags, and Mexican music. I just feel great, represent my country.
And also, Canelo, as we get ready to let you go and continue training, being here in isolation in the mountains, does that sort of, give you that extra, focus? Do you like being away from everything?
Yeah, I like being here in 100% focus. I like being in the mountain, just with my team, focus on the fight, and that's made me feel better and made me feel ready for the fight.
Well, Canelo, we'll talk to you after your workout. Thank you so much, Canelo Alvarez. All right, so Canelo Alvarez is finished up his workout. And now, Canelo, I got to tell you, as I'm watching you, train and prepare, I feel like this is, you look very lean. This is the fastest I've seen you in a while. Is that fair to say? Is that accurate? Because you look very fast. You look very agile on your feet, very elusive.
I don't know how I look, but I feel great, and I feel great, and I think it's one of my best camp I ever had, and I'm glad to be able to train 100% now with my left hand. You see a little bit.
I got a nice dose.
Yeah, you see a little bit, and that's made me feel confident, because when you in your 100%, you feel confident. When you train knowing your 100%, you in the fight is gonna be like not that confident you have every time, right? But right now I feel great. I feel in my 100%. I feel like a beast.
I feel like you're happy training, and there's like a look in your eye where you're enjoying every moment of training. Is that because you are totally healthy?
Yeah. You can see the vibes here, right? It's because I'm able to train 100%, and that made me feel made me feel great. That made me feel confident. That's all that matters. When you feel confident, it's everything.
Are there any changes to training because you're up here in the mountains and at altitude?
Just come and train here. We always prepare 100% wherever we are. But just train here is different. The altitude feel different. At the beginning, I can breathe very well, and right now I feel great. My body feel great, and all around is great. Being here in Turkey, California is just something amazing. I found a place what's made me feel happy and strong.
Now, when you looked at and saw Jermell Charlo during your press conferences in New York and LA, what did you take away from his size? Because people are saying, well, he's going up 2 weight classes. He's a very big super welterweight, and you could tell that I think he is, I think he's going to handle the weight well. What are your thoughts?
No, he's good for 168. He's big, and I did that before. So I jumped 2 weight classes, and I think when you are a great champion, it doesn't matter.
When you are the guy that everyone is trying to fight, how do you maintain that hunger during the course of your prize fighting career? You're not doing this for the money. You got money to last you, I don't know how many generations, but what motivates you?
I love boxing, and I love being involved in this kind of fights. Like this fight motivate me a lot because like I say, he and his brother talk a lot of things about me, and they don't believe about my skills, and that's motivate me. And right now, I'm glad to be involved in this kind of fights because I'm gonna show September 30 all my skills and show them why I'm here.
You always have elaborate and spectacular ring walks, ring entrances. Have you thought about what you're going to do when you walk to the ring? Who might walk you out? Can you give us a little preview of what we can expect on September 30th?
We can say anything. Just maybe a couple days before the fight, we say something, but it's gonna be something amazing. The Mexicans need to feel so proud about it.
Do you want to go at points? Because during your career, at every point of a fight, you want to go toe-to-toe with your opponent. Is that what you're hoping to do against Jermell Charlo at some point during the fight on September 30th on Showtime pay-per-view?
I don't know what kind of boxing bring that night, to be honest. I don't know if he's going to go forward or he's going to move, but I don't care too because I fight with a lot of styles, and I have the experience to adapt myself to every style. So and now I feel like a beast. So I can do everything in the ring, and I can adapt myself to any style.
What are you hoping to show the world on September 30th when you take on Jermell Charlo, undisputed versus undisputed?
It's going to be a great fight because he have a lot of skill. It's going to be a great fight, but I expect a big win for Mexico.
If you could give a message to Jermell Charlo and he's watching this, what do you want to tell him?
No, nothing. Just I know he's training very well. He's gonna eat it for sure. And I see him September 30.
Your prediction for that night?
I'm gonna win. I don't know how, but I'm gonna win. Knockout or decision, but I'm gonna win.
Canelo, always appreciate it. Good luck. We look forward to seeing you over the next few weeks. Cannot wait for September 30th, you against Jermell Charlo.
Me too. Thank you.
Canelo Alvarez joining us. That'll do it from right here in Lake Tahoe. We will see you as we get ready for Fight Week. Canelo Alvarez, as we go ahead, the undisputed super middleweight champion of the world. You do not want to miss it, ladies and gentlemen. What a night we are going to have. It is Canelo and Charlo on Showtime pay-per-view, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time, presented by Premier Boxing Champions, promoted by Canelo Promotions and TGB Promotions. We'll see you in Fight Week in Las Vegas.